and welcome to our daily highlights at the 63rd National Convention or Annual Convention of the Foursquare Gospel Church here in Nigeria. We are at the Ajebo camp in Ogun State. I hope you're here watching, or maybe you're at home. Wherever you are, it's a pleasure to say welcome again. My name is Cordelia Ogbe. Yes, there is a beautiful new guest house. In case you would like to check it out, why not come over? And there was a competition the other day. It was fantastic. You should have seen those young people reciting things, debating, answering questions. It was a beautiful time out with the Christian Education Ministry competition that took place. And then other things have been happening. We'll be sharing with you today on our highlights. Welcome. All right, let's start off with the International Guest House. It was a beautiful session. Everybody had a feeling of fulfillment and joy when it was opened. I'm talking about the International Guest House. The General Overseer of Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria, Reverend Felix Medoye, couldn't hide his own joy when he commissioned the new, beautiful International Guest House. In fact, it's almost 5-star.
As part of the highlight for the 2018 annual convention is the dedication of the International Guest House of the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria, here in Ajebo, Ogun State. The 22 rooms all-en-suite built by the 2018 planning committee was officially handed over to the organization by the secretary of the committee, Pastor Niyi Alawode.
And now hand over to our Father in the Lord, the angel of the Foursquare movement in Nigeria and West Africa.
Receiving the building for the organization, the General Overseer of Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria, Reverend Felix Medoye, gave thanks to God.
May His name be praised forever and ever. Amen. And because God has done this for us, and He has completed it for us, it is my delight, my pleasure, my joy to cut this tape, to open into this house in the name of God the Father, Amen, and of the Son, Amen, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
From Foursquare TV, I am Fikayomi Awotunde.
Thank you very much, Fikayomi Awotunde, for covering that. And I must assure you, or I can assure you, that the camp is open. Let's develop the camp together. Put up structures, beautiful structures, and you'll be surprised how great everything will turn out, let's say even before 2019 convention. So congratulations to everybody on the International Guest House that just got opened. Now let's move over to something else. It was a beautiful evening. Watching young people talk about the Bible, talk about characters, answer questions, and even talk about our great country, Nigeria. The Christian Education Ministry had put together the quiz, debate, and recitation competition, and we had young people from everywhere taking part. It was great and fantastic. Before I let you know who won, let's check out some of the clips from some of these people.
They went up after, then I want you to know ahead of it. Children of Israel ahead of it. They cried out to somewhere and said, do not cease to cry to the Lord our God.
We said Nigeria's claim to be the greatest African nation is only a myth. Why? Because, oh, we are my manners. Before I proceed my procedure, I would like to give one or two money I do by saying good honorable chairman, independent judges, ever-present moderators, competent coordinators, my fellow debaters, and my well-grounded and able audience.
The Federal Republic of Nigeria is a country in West Africa, bordering Benin in the west, Chad and Cameroon in the east, Niger in the north.
Fourthly, BRICS. What is BRICS? It's an association of giant countries with giant economic from the 5 continents of the world.
Claim can be defined as the act of saying that something is true, although it has not been proven. Another people may not believe it.
Number 11. Question number 11. In Galatians 6:15, Paul counsels that in Jesus Christ, neither circumcision nor uncircumcision avail. What then avails? What avails? No idea?
Smart. So congratulations, Dayo Elijah from the North Central Zone won when it came to the part of Bible recitation. He won that bit.
After that, Georgia forever iniquity will not, because someone made a time about not, and therefore, so that's a iniquity of that shall not be at all secure solving forever. Some made that money open doors and so long, some of the fatal allied vision.
Victoria Kolawole from the Southwest Zone won the debating competition.
David Cameron said, and I quote, "If the amount of money stolen from Nigeria was stolen from the UK, the United Kingdom would cease to exist." This statement has always been making me amazed at Nigeria, that Nigeria has gone through things that if the almighty United Kingdom had gone through, it would have fallen down like a pack of cards. But ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria passed through this fire. She came out alive, standing. Are you not amazed? Are you not proud to be a Nigerian?
Oh, I remember when I did that many years ago. It's usually very tense, but at the end of the day, if you're the winner, it's fantastic. So congratulations to her. And Oyebola Moreni KJ from Southwest Zone won the adult quiz.
What is the mystery of Christ, which in other ages was not known in Ephesians 3, 1-7?
That Gentiles should be fellow heirs.
Again?
That Gentiles should be fellow heirs.
5 marks, correct.
Congratulations to all of you, and would like very much to encourage parents to please encourage their children to be a part of these. Let them study the Bible, let them study the society, let them know things around them so they can stand boldly in a crowd or wherever to talk about issues like the ones we just heard those young ones talking about. And in that vein, something like that is what the director of Christian Education Ministry of the Foursquare Gospel Church, Reverend Mrs. Kafilat Ayobanjo, she gave the same charge as they were concluding the ceremony.
So I want to appeal to our leaders, our pastors that are here to understand the purpose of this exercise, to please key into the vision that God has given to us. The essence of the decade of multiplication, spreading the gospel to every nook and cranny of the entire nation, start from bringing them to Christ and of course discipling them for Christ. When we do that, definitely we'll be able to achieve the goal and the purpose of the existence of the church. So I want to appeal to our leaders to please join the train. Join the train, because where the Lord is taking us to is a greater height.
This is the highlights for Convention 2018. I'm reaching you from the Ajebo camp, Foursquare TV here. And it was another visit. We had a visit from the National Secretary of Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria. He came to see the studio, see the things we have here, and he was very impressed, believing and knowing that the television is able to preach the gospel of Christ, beating all international standards. And I'm talking about Reverend Ikechukwu Baja, the NS of Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria.
I know that Foursquare TV will fly. He has hit the ground running. He will fly. So I'm excited to see this set of art equipment and capable men also handling them. My charge to them is to, every skepticism is gone now. We can see Foursquare TV has come to stay.
In response, the chairman of Foursquare TV, Reverend Benson Oseme, thanks the church for bringing the platform Foursquare TV to life. Okay, for any event to be successful, there must be order. For church service to make sense, there must be some order. And that's why we have ushers to direct us on what to do, where to sit, where not to sit, what to do, and what not to do. And things become a lot better when we listen to them and we obey them. The ushering team at the National Convention has one request. And the request is, please cooperate with us. When we tell you do this, please do that. And that was really brought to the limelight by the head of the team, Deacon Samuel Kende, appealing to everybody to cooperate with them.
The ushers are ready for this program. We have undergone a series of training. So we prepare our personnel. They are well informed and set for the assignment.
And yes, of course, if we do cooperate, everything will move seamlessly and it would even make the job easier for them. So let's try. I hope you're enjoying the convention so far, and I hope that you're making some friends. In the process of making friends, in the process of having a pleasant time here, also be health conscious. Have you seen some people with red eyes everywhere? Or they call it pink eyes? Apollo. Yes, it's like it's the season and some people already have it. We have a doctor. He paid a visit also to the TV and he shed some light on what we could do to protect ourselves from Apollo and to protect our eyes too. His name is Dr. Yinka Ologoshua, and he shared with us what we could do to protect our eyes and, you know, save us from Apollo.
Basic issues like washing our face, ensuring that we don't keep touching our eyes with all sorts of things. And I see a lot of people wear all sorts of things, all forms of mascara and things like that. Some people are allergic to some of these things, we've got to remember. And some people are allergic to dust, to even particular food, and when they have this type of allergy, it does affect them. So during the dry season, we need to ensure that we keep those things that our body can tolerate. We need to keep away from those things our body cannot tolerate. So good care of your eyes starts by ensuring that.
Okay, if you already have Apollo, you heard him. Don't touch your eyes too much, wash your hands, and do not use any medication the doctor did not give to you. It could lead to some problems. Okay, and maybe get yourself some sunglasses. The lights could hurt sometimes, but not to worry. Still enjoy the convention with or without Apollo. Pastors and leaders of the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria had a session with the GO, and it was a very encouraging session because the pastors and the ministers have really helped to propagate the gospel of Christ and have taken the church to where it is today. The GO acknowledged this and all the work that the ministers have been doing so far.
Foursquare is good for all of us. It's good to you, because I've heard people say, me, I've served Foursquare, I've served Foursquare. But has Foursquare not given you a chance? Has Foursquare not contributed to your life? I think it is both ways. You have served. God has also served you through bless you through it. So please, all in all, let there be patience. Let there be patience. We'll look at some of them. If we see that is needed for now. And let me lastly say this, that even when you make a suggestion, and I say this to people, and you say, this my suggestion must be taken now, please don't be too fussy about it.
The meeting had ministers coming in from all the geopolitical zones of the country, and it was a very fruitful session. Again, the General Overseer of Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria said a big thank you to all of them and look forward to having a beautiful 2019. The convention has really kicked off. The welcome ceremony was beautiful, and I do believe that miracles will be in multiples.
The Almighty God Himself.
The 63rd Annual Convention of the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria has been officially declared open by the General Overseer, Reverend Felix Midway.
Dearly beloved people of God, it is therefore our humble privilege to welcome you all from all parts of the world. And I will ask that you stand up at this time as we, all in agreement, I do declare open the 63rd Annual Convention of our movement in the name of God the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
The official opening, which was graced by members of the organization nationwide, had in attendance foreign delegates. The major highlight of the opening was a parade by Cadet Crusaders, Youth Crusaders, and the Conquerors. Inspecting the parade on behalf of the General Overseer, Reverend Felix Medwe, was the National Secretary, Reverend Ikechukwu Ugbaja. Adding glamour to the ceremony was a powerful and soul-lifting praise section led by students of Bethesda School of the Blind, Surulere, Lagos.
You are God. You are not just bigger. You are not just larger. You are a great God. You are God. You are God. You are God.
The Foursquare Orchestra were not left behind.
The Lord just dropped this in my heart, that tonight we shall all rise up and you ask God just one thing, and picture I am dash dash dash. Put something there. The solution will come to you.
For Foursquare TV, I am Ayodeji Oluwafemi reporting.
Thank you very much for watching the highlights today. I'll be back tomorrow with more highlights. Have a beautiful day. I'm Cordelia Obey.
After I wandered in darkness away.